For 3 weeks, Yulong seemingly stepped away from the spotlight, leaving fans wondering where he had gone and why he suddenly disappeared from work. There were fewer appearances, limited filming updates, and far less activity than fans had become used to seeing. But what if his disappearance wasn't about trouble, conflict, or a secret? What if Yulong simply realized that his career had taken too much of his time, and that it was finally time to put family and personal life first? According to the story surrounding this period, Yulong reportedly told Yang Mei that they should stop, breathe, and spend some real quality time together. When he suggested taking a break from work, Mei reportedly agreed. And those 3 weeks became a period fans couldn't stop talking about. The disappearance that raised questions. For people who followed Yulong closely, his sudden absence was difficult to ignore. One day everything seemed normal. Then suddenly he stepped away, not for a day or a weekend, but for approximately 3 weeks. Naturally, fans began asking questions. Where was Yulong? Why wasn't he working? Was he filming something secretly? Had something happened between him and Mei? Whenever a celebrity disappears from the public eye, speculation can move faster than facts. Some fans may have wondered whether there were relationship problems, while others suspected he was dealing with pressure privately. But according to this storyline, the explanation was much simpler. Yulong didn't step away because he wanted to leave Mei. He stepped away because he wanted to spend more time with her. The conversation that changed everything. Behind every busy celebrity schedule is something easy to forget. Exhaustion. Filming, travel, interviews, rehearsals, promotions, and other commitments can consume almost every available hour. When two people have demanding careers, finding genuine private time together can become difficult. According to the story, Yulong eventually realized that work had taken over too much of their lives. He reportedly spoke with Mei about how little uninterrupted time they had together and suggested something unexpected. They should take a break, not from each other but from work. For a while, he wanted them to forget about schedules, cameras, deadlines, and the next assignment and simply spend time together. Mei reportedly agreed. That decision became the beginning of Yulong's 3-week disappearance. 3 weeks together. Imagine having 3 weeks without the normal pressure of work. The goal was reportedly simple. Quality time. Maybe there were quiet mornings, shared meals, long conversations, movies, laughter, or simply time spent together without rushing to the next appointment. The important part may not have been what they did, but that the time finally belonged to them. Sometimes love isn't about expensive gifts or dramatic declarations. Sometimes it's two people finally having enough time to sit down and talk. Sometimes it's putting the phone away and asking, "How are you really doing?" And sometimes it's simply saying, "Let's stop working for a while." Why fans noticed. 3 weeks is a long time in the entertainment world. Fans are used to seeing photographs, videos, interviews, and new projects. When that activity suddenly slows down, people notice. Some may have feared something was wrong. Others may have assumed he was secretly filming something. But according to this storyline, there was no dramatic breakup or hidden scandal. It was simply two people choosing each other over their schedules. Why would he step away from work? Entertainment careers can be unpredictable. When opportunities arrive, celebrities often have to take them because they don't know when another opportunity will come. Taking 3 weeks away from work can therefore seem risky. But success means little if someone has no time to enjoy their personal life. A person can have thousands of fans and still feel lonely. Someone can be surrounded by cameras and still want one quiet evening with the person they love. Perhaps Yulong realized that another project could wait, while time with someone important could not always be recovered. That may have been the reason behind his decision. The break wasn't about running away. There is a difference between disappearing because you are running away and stepping away because you want to reconnect. In this story, Yulong's 3-week absence appears to be the second. He wasn't reportedly trying to escape Mei or abandon his career. He was trying to create space, to breathe, talk, laugh, and remember who they were outside of work. And Mei's willingness to join him reportedly made the decision even more meaningful. They weren't giving up their careers. They were simply putting them aside temporarily. Did the break change their relationship? According to the narrative surrounding this period, it may have. Even when two people care deeply about each other, constant work can create emotional distance. There is a difference between being physically close and truly being emotionally present. Instead of waiting for free time to appear, Yulong reportedly decided to create it. When the 3 weeks ended, perhaps they returned to work with clearer minds and a stronger connection. Maybe they had laughed more, talked about the future, or simply created memories together. If so, the break accomplished exactly what Yulong wanted. 3 weeks that may have been worth more than another project. There will always be another project, another filming opportunity, and another deadline. But there won't always be another opportunity to pause at the right moment. That may be the biggest lesson behind Yulong's disappearance. Sometimes taking a break doesn't mean giving up. Sometimes it means protecting what you have worked so hard to build. Career can survive a short pause. Project can wait. But relationships require attention, conversations, memories, and time. Yulong reportedly understood that and chose to make room for what mattered. So, what was really behind the disappearance? After all the questions and speculation, the story comes down to something surprisingly simple. Yulong reportedly realized that work had consumed too much of their time. Instead of allowing that distance to grow, he suggested taking a break. He reportedly told Mei Mei that if stepping away from work meant they could finally spend meaningful time together, it was worth doing. And Mei Mei reportedly agreed. For 3 weeks they chose each other, not necessarily because something was wrong, but because they wanted to prevent something from becoming wrong. Perhaps there was never a scandal hiding behind the silence. Perhaps there was simply a man who realized that his relationship deserved some of the same attention he had been giving his career. Final thoughts. 3 weeks may sound like a long time, but compared with an entire lifetime, it is incredibly short. According to this storyline, Yulong and Mei Mei used those weeks to choose quality time over constant work. They chose conversations over schedules, rest over pressure, and memories over another appointment. Perhaps that's why the disappearance feels different. It wasn't a disappearance from the person he loved. It was a temporary disappearance from the world of work so he could spend more time with her. Sometimes the most romantic thing a person can say isn't, "I'll buy you everything." Sometimes it's simply, "Let's stop working for a while. I want to spend more time with you." So what do you think? Was Yulong right to take 3 weeks away from work to spend quality time with Mei Mei? Would you make the same decision if your career demanded almost all of your time? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy stories about Yulong, Mei Mei, and the latest C-drama entertainment discussions, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay with us for more stories. This article is written for entertainment and discussion purposes based on the storyline provided. Details about Yulong and Mei Mei's private lives, including the alleged 3-week break, should not be treated as confirmed unless officially verified or publicly confirmed by the people involved. Some elements may be speculation, fan discussion, or narrative storytelling.